Everybody, it is Splashdown and I am back with FGW, and here we have a stack card. We have, starting off, a tag team match. But this is no ordinary tag team match. Earlier, I believe last week, you saw a triple threat match that went south. It was supposed to be a triple threat match for the Internet Championship between Jacob Cass, Hactavius, and Paragon. But Matt Gray jumped Jacob and he wasn't able to fight for his championship. Instead, it became a triple threat match for those three. And Jacob said he wanted to fight. And he has a tag team match scheduled. He wanted a tag team match. So it will be Jacob Cass and Paragon facing the team of Matt Gray and Hactavius. This will be a very interesting fight. I'm not sure how either of these men will cope with one another, considering how bad these two want to beat each other down. Florida Gators Wrestling. God damn it. Oh, God. Boss Boy, hello, how are you doing? And here we're starting off the match with a tag team bout. The Internet Champion and his three contenders. Jacob said he wanted to face all three of these men at the same time to establish who really deserves to win. He wants to beat all three of them at the same time and prove that he's the best Internet Champion. No, Michael Jackson is not in this, not in this roster. This is I have to say, this is one of the more mellow. This is one of the more mellow matches, tag team matches, as I should say, because last week we had a tournament bracket for both the Cruiserweight Championship #1 contender spot and the Tag Team Championship #1 contender spot, and those were brutal. And the finals of those tournaments are going to happen tonight. We are going to see Kamiko face Adrian Benjamin, and we are going to see the Murder Street Crew versus the Hitmen. Who is the more dominant team, and who will go on to face their champions? And here we go. Starting off, here comes the FGW Internet Champion, Jacob Cass. Not No. Enough with those jokes. They're funny, but no. And here comes his partner. Oddly using Paragon. The Powerbomb Fanatic and the Magic Wrestler. They are going to be facing the Madman and the MMA Fighter of the Century. My God, ZK, have you learned nothing from last week? Every time you say that, somebody, they always lose. And here comes the former Internet Champion. The man who won the rematch against Jacob Cass right after he beat him in the Terror Dome. He is one of the best wrestlers here in FGW, and he looks to win back his Internet Championship that he says is rightfully his. After beating the inaugural Internet Champion Joe Kraus in a devastating match. Now finally, his tag team partner from Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 238 pounds. Yes you did, ZK. It is forever. And here comes Matt Gray. Taking a page out of Jacob Cass's book, using the lights to, taking out the lights and appearing out of nowhere, trying to get into Jacob Cass's head. And that's his motto: tap or snap. The submission specialist wants to make anyone tap. Yes, Gray is Canadian. You can see from the Canadian skull tattoo on his shoulder. Jacob Cass starting off against the man he beat for the title, even though he did not pin Octavius. A huge back suplex slam. All four of these men have a chip on their shoulders. All four of these men cannot, well, they cannot stand one another. They want to beat one another to become the Internet Champion and to see who's the best. And the only way is in the Fatal 4-Way match Jacob Cass selected. Jacob Cass. Oh! Like I said, he's freaking magic, and he tried to do a 630 senton from the second rope. No, Paragon is not the Fight Night champ. That is Max Jackson. And Jacob Cass snapping Octavius down with reverse DDT. I would love to see Octavius and Jacob Cass fight one-on-one. But these two men, Paragon and Matt Gray, want a shot and they look to make a name for themselves. And Matt Gray goes right to work on Jacob Cass. Now looking to take out the legs. He loves those ankle submission holds he uses. He loves getting a grip on the leg and just twisting it around and grinding the bone into the calf. And now he just looks to make work of the Internet Champion, and Jacob Cass reverses out of a German suplex. And Jacob Cass going right to work. Trying to get momentum back. No, what you're thinking of is, you're thinking of Marcus Kruger, who was the television champion, and Jacob Cass with a Brock Lock. Oh, and Matt Gray gets right out of it. Jacob Cass was doing a Brock Lock on Matt Gray, but Matt Gray was too much height to get behind it. And Marcus Kruger is the television champion once again. Max Jackson is the only man who has not lost his championship and has defended it every single time he's fought. And he has not fought in recent time. Mostly because he's still fighting a skull bash. If anybody remembers from FGW Lockdown, they fought the whole night. It was basically the Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper Falls Extreme Rules match. They left the building and come back fighting. You love Deadly Nightshade, don't you? Jacob Cass might be counted out here. We are not starting off like that. I'm restarting the match. The match continues. Octavius look for that huge gut check right on Jacob Cass. Now he's just stalking the internet champion, mocking how he believes in the people. And now Jacob Cass making him pay for it with a huge DDT. 630 senton to Octavius. Trying to throw a huge right hand, couldn't get it. Hello, Kraus. How are you doing? And just throwing Cass away. Well, for a German suplex, that seems to be the move of the day. Jacob Cass still fighting out of it. He needs to make a tag to Paragon. He needs to get the Powerbomb Fanatic in this. And there he is. Tagging in the Powerbomb Fanatic. Oh, and taking a page. With a huge ripcord knee strike and pinning Octavius. 1. No. Straight at it, 2. I mean, 1. Springboard crossbody. Paragon is super athletic and will do. He is athletic and he has such great strength. And speaking of great strength, here comes Matt Gray with a hot tag. Oh, huge moonsault kick. And now kicking Matt Gray right down to the mat. Oh! Paragon not letting anybody... Paragon not letting Matt Gray have any momentum in this match. But wait! Huge belly-to-belly suplex. Throwing him halfway across the ring. And now the momentum is back with Matt and Octavius. Yes, drop salt, thank you. God damn it, Joe. Always look on the bright side of life. And back wheel trip from Aragon. Right on Matt Gray. 1, 2. Matt kicks out at 2. Now just driving the knees right into the MMA fighter. And now he looks to take out Matt Gray entirely with his patented prison bomb. Boom! End of backache cover. 1, 2. No. Kick out by Matt Gray. Throwing Matt into their corner. That's smart. Use your other partner to your advantage. And what's this? Oh, butterfly DDT. Angle wheelbarrow suplex. Helping him suplex him by boosting him off with his feet. And quick tag to Octavius. But Cass has a counter to Octavius' every move. Kick right to the gut. DDT. All right, we'll hold your match off. We'll hold your match off as long as I can. But there is a main event that everybody is going to want to see. Here comes and Hectavius and Jacob just battling, trying to see who is the better champion, who is the best out of these two. And huge GTS, and now Hectavius has Jacob right where he wants him. And he's looking for it. Paralyzer. Cover on Jacob. 1, 2, and Aragon kicks out of it. Aragon breaks it up. Ooh, Kingslayer. And Matt Gray immediately into the ankle lock, snapping at Aragon's leg. Oh, countering it. Hectavius goes right to the ground. Hectavius needs to watch out. He needs to focus with his partner. Attack the champion. And what's he doing here? Oh, slingshot Falcon Arrow suplex. Please do another paralyzer. Oh no, and Matt Gray looking for a knee buster right after the ankle lock. Achilles heel and just trying to damage the knee. Oh, Shining Wizard. And now Matt Gray just trying to beat the hell out of Aragon on the floor. And Octavius using the ropes. Kick out it too. Jacob Cass is not in. Oh, double knees right to the face. Jacob Cass will not be done by such a tactic with you using your feet for leverage on the ropes. And now, Matt Gray going into the ankle lock. He's looking to make Jacob tap with all the damage he's done, but he got to the ropes just in time. And Jacob using those kicks, saying he's still got to fight with them. As long as you can walk, you can fight. And here comes Jacob. Looking for his version of the Magic Killer. Cover on Matt. 1, 2. Octavius breaks it up. Aragon needs to get out of there. And bridging on the German suplex. 1, 2. No, Jacob kicks out. And Tiger suplex to Aragon. I'll be back in just a minute. I come back and it has been a brutal onslaught. Just these two teams going back and forth, destroying one another. Cass is bleeding profusely. Matt Gray is busted open. Wait. Roll up into the sunset flip. That's Paragon's move. 1, 2. No. Kick out. Paragon not letting that move get him done in this match. And into a rolling knee bar again. He's going to make Paragon tap. There's nowhere to go. And he breaks out of it. Into the other knee bar. Transitioning right after he breaks it out. And he taps. Matt and Hectavius take the win. What a marquee match. Absolutely insane. The devastating paralyzer. Absolutely dominant. And to think all four of these men will be in a fatal four-way match to determine who is the internet champion. Will Jacob Cass retain? Or will we have a new champion? And here, now, we will have the first singles match of the night. We'll be having a very interesting match. We're gonna have 8 matches. Well, we're gonna have 4 matches. 2 this week and 2 next week. And the winners of those matches will be in a fatal 4-way match to determine who is the #1 contender for Marcus Kruger's television championship. I'm still in tag team. Whoops. And the first ones that were randomly selected, we will have Pardosa going up against the former Cruiserweight Champion himself, Chris Ford. These two men have fought in tremendous matches. Pardosa winning consistently over his opponents, whether it is, I believe, Paragon that he defeated once before, and Iblis, before he became a tag team. And Chris Ford, one of the most devastating Cruiserweight champions, the first ever two-time Cruiserweight champion. And the inaugural Cruiserweight champion as well. Thank you, ZK, for the 4.5 star match of the tag team. Whoever faces Chris Ford, very interesting guy. Yes, he has parted ways with the Young Bucks that he has faced before. He teamed with before, and now he is moving on to his singles career, elevating his expectations and looking forward to new championships. And he looks to face Pardosa in order to get into the opportunity to face Marcus Kruger. And here comes Pardosa. One of the more talented luchadors we've had in FGW. Not to call out Kamiko, but he is in the Cruiserweight division while Pardosa is here as an opportunity to fight for the television championship. Let's see what Pardosa can do with his opportunity. And Chris Ford. And he is back and ready to face anything that comes his way. Staring dead at Pardosa and making his way to the ring. He is not intimidated. I have no idea. I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Here we go. The collar and elbow tie-up. And Chris Ford, the more athletic, and not the more athletic. He is using his grapple skill advantage over Pardosa. More of his chain wrestling back style from his uncle. Taught him how to be a wrestler, taught him how to fight for what he could. And now he looks to face Pardosa, one of the most challenging competitors here in a huge sleeper slam. Huge Michinoku driver. One. No. Pardosa kicks out. I've never seen Pardosa powered down like this from such an opponent of Chris Ford's stature. These two are nearly the same weight and have the same fighting style, except Chris Ford is more of a grappler than a high flyer. A huge Hurricane Rana from Cardoso, using his ability to throw Chris Ford off his game. Snap suplex. This is the fighting style of Cardoso that we love to see. And now he's taken to the heights. Imploding flash. Choking STO. And Cardoso looking to make quick work. God's last gift. Cover. 1, 2. No! Chris Ford kicks out. Now Cardoso trying to wear down Chris Ford more than he can. I have a dream list. I'm just saying, Cardoso may or may not be in it. And Cardoso goes flying over the ropes. It gave Chris Ford too much time. Went for a clothesline over the top, and Cardoso paid for it. And now Ford is throwing Cardoso into the steel steps. Just throwing him into the steel guardrail again. Huge DDT into the floor. And now Chris Ford goes back in the ring. Cardoso needs to get in. He's at 7 count. Huge Northern Lights suplex. Now I think he has the TJP gimmick. And Chris Ford goes over the top now. Yeah, no power points. And huge chops and kicks going from Ford, but Cardoso just as quick at countering. Looking for a power. Looking for that package powerbomb. Oh! Seven count, throwing Ford back in. And Cardoso, what's he looking for here? Guillotine! And Ford